Hi everyone, welcome to WNFC Dugout Diaries. We're here at the headquarters. I'll tell you what, I'll let everybody introduce themselves this time around.
Started every game with a bag full of dreams on the WNFC turf. We sow the seams. Fans wild cheering from behind the team schemes. Loud like the subway, cutting through routines.
I'm going to start with the gentleman in the Nigerian green and white jersey to my left.
Yeah, hi guys. My name is Ayo. You can also call me Ice Prince. I'm the Coventry City fan, number one Frank Lampard fan in the world. That's what's up.
Okay. And the other gentleman with the hat facing backwards.
It's Gabriel, the problem.
Well, you are the problem in WNFC, to be fair.
Always.
All right. And next to you is.
Mr. Aubrey.
Okay.
The ops.
Okay. All right. All right, Aubrey. So today we are going to be talking about the Premier League, and the busy Christmas. What was that? And the run into the Christmas. So all the fixtures in the Christmas season, and just off the bat, I'm just going to start with anyone. Who do you think is going to be top of the league on Christmas Day? Anyone?
Top of the league should be should be Arsenal.
On Christmas Day?
Yes.
Are they top of the league right
Anything
now?
could happen. Anything can happen. It can be Manchester City, but as it is, should be Arsenal. But that doesn't mean anything though. It's not
Okay.
the first time they'll top.
Okay.
Christmas, yeah.
And Gabriel, who do you think is going to be number one on Christmas Day?
I think we probably. I don't think there's any other. Would there be any Premier League game before Christmas? There's none.
That's a good question. I don't know how
I
the
think
fixtures.
24.
So get the fixtures now.
Yeah, but I should, but my phone is one of the cameras here, so I can't check. So do you want to use your phone and just do
Let's
that?
have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Because we need to see what we are. We
Yeah, what we're
work
talking
with-
about.
we
Yeah,
work
yeah.
With facts here, you get. We don't
Alright.
want to dish out.
So by the way, today is Saturday. Right now, as we are shooting this, Arsenal is playing with Everton at Everton, and Arsenal are leading by 1 goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as it stands now, are they number one on the log?
Penalty.
As it stands now.
That's a penalty.
No, it's not.
Look,
It's not. It's
Uh,
not.
jump
Judging
into
if Arsenal win against Everton,
Yeah. By the way, I've got some pizza here, so I'm just going to munch on as we
if
chat.
Arsenal win against Everton, they are top of the league
Yeah, true.
in during Christmas, and it will be the fourth time in 5 seasons they have been top of the league by Christmas, and they end up bottling it. So those are facts.
So, for me, I think Arsenal would still be at the top of the league because already they are winning their game as it stands, and Everton are lacking some attacking minded players. Njai is not available because of the AFCON. So, I think after the game today,
even this Royal, I don't think
But-
this Royal is in the game.
but again, I'm just stating the league doesn't end in December, right?
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. We all know these guys, what they are capable of. Arsenal.
Exactly. So I've got a lot of Arsenal fans who for some reason they think that they're actually going to win the league this season, right? I'm like, if you look back at all the years where they are, well, the last 2, 3, 4 years, they've always been number one by this time of the year, right?
Yeah.
And they always bottle it.
Yeah, I think what gives the Arsenal fans confidence this season is the transfer market. They did a very good job, and they have depth in like almost everywhere. They have 2 left backs, 2 right backs, 2 centre forwards. So they believe this time around they should be able to get it done. Especially the striker, the striker Gyökeres that they got. They've always said that that's what they lack. They lack the man that can finish up front, and now they have Gyökeres that scored almost 40 goals last season. So.
And also, I think what really gave the Arsenal fans confidence, and if even me myself, I felt like okay, it was Arsenal's league to lose, and I still feel it's still Arsenal's league to lose. Beginning of the season, City were not really there. Like they were very inconsistent.
Yeah.
But that should be expected from a Pep Guardiola team, because if you've watched over the years, Pep Guardiola, I think even when he won four in a row, if I can remember vividly, 2 or 3 leagues out of that 4, he started poorly. And then during the Christmas period, he picked up January, February, and then went on that run. So, but like you said, like Arsenal did a very good, they had a very good transfer window last season. Did very good job, bought players, and they have very good squad in depth, especially in defense. Yeah.
So I think let me say something about that. So one of the reasons Arsenal fans believe this season they're going to win the league is Pep Guardiola lost Premier League lost the best player in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
That's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
So everybody believes 50% of Man City chances of winning the league has gone. And with the buying they made, Kuzano, Fries, those guys didn't adapt. Even Cherky and Renders, they didn't start the season well. So everybody believed it will take Manchester City a long time to adapt. But my brother, as it is again, it seems Manchester City will win the league. Pep Guardiola has that edge. It's not about the players now. I think it's about the man himself, Pep. That guy has something going on. He has the magic wand to win the league.
All right.
And Arteta is always scared when Manchester City is behind him.
So obviously, right, this time of the year, is what we call fixture congestion. There are lots of games. So what do you think, right, will be the turning point for teams like the top 4 teams? So do you think that squad depth is going to be what sees anyone through this difficult run of games? Or just, or do you think that what the manager can do?
So I think this season we've seen a lot of surprises, especially from some teams that we would expect to be struggling relegation at this point, like Sunderland. They're doing well. We've got Bournemouth that are also, they started but they slipped but they are still recovering. But I think what will really matter would be that depth.
Okay.
You understand me? Because some of these teams like Chelsea, Newcastle, even Aston Villa, they are playing multiple competitions. Aston Villa, apart from the fact that they are out of the Carabao Cup, they still have the Europa to play and all those things. So I think I just realized that in the next, from January to February, Chelsea will be playing 3 games in every 11 days. So you see that's crazy.
Fixture congestion, yeah.
So you see, you need every player to be available. You need every player to be fit and on form.
Now, let me ask you on that, right? So, with the multiple games, right? So, do you think that squad depth, squad rotation will see you through, or would that break the rhythm that the players already have if you're bringing in new players all the time?
So, you see it this way. There are certain competitions that your opponents might not be as strong as other competitions. When you get into the knockout stage of the Champions League, it's more serious now. You're getting.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Last season, Chelsea was playing the Premier League. They had obligation to in the conference cup. If you notice at the beginning of the Conference League, Chelsea wasn't using the first 11.
Yeah.
That's where the bench warmers. That's where they play, and they were winning comfortably. Beating teams from Eastern Europe and all these, backdoor of Europe. So they started using Palmer, Casero, and the likes when they got to maybe So that's the way it is, and that's why as a big team you are given enough funds, not just to buy the first 11, but buy the entire squad, 22 or 23 players.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes in.
Everyone is important for real. Everyone is important.
Yeah, it's not just about players. Sometimes it's also about the coach. How are you able to integrate these players?
True.
How are you able to rotate these players while still maintaining a clear identity of the team? Yes, it's normal to lose rhythm when you make a lot of changes, I think one of the things I've really not been happy about Enzo Maresca this season is constant rotation, especially when he's playing against smaller teams in the league. You can't go play Arsenal and then you give a very good performance even with a man down, and then the next week you're going to Leeds with a change back line.
You know, one thing I can say about that is people always say Enzo Maresca goes to every game with a different tactic, and that thing is really affecting the team. Now, I'm always surprised when I see him use Chalobah as a right back. That thing has always backfired. Always backfired.
True.
Chalobah is like the best centre back in Premier League as it is now. Yeah, current ratings is the best centre back as it is.
Okay.
So why should you put that kind of players in on the right back, bringing in Badiashile and whoever scrap he has on the bench? So it should play. What I think teams should do now. Yes, you have your last squad. Use your winning 11. It gives your team that right mentality. When you keep winning, even the people on the bench will just, come in, do their part.
Yeah.
You don't need to start benching and it can kill the drive.
Okay, and this brings me to the next point, right? Because this is the time where the AFCON starts. So AFCON starts tomorrow. So it's usually at this time of the season. Now, how does this affect teams? We know when most of the African players have to leave and go to play for their countries when it's a very crucial time in the Premier League. Aubrey, your take on this? How does this affect teams, especially teams that are in the running to win the league?
Well, I've been like the last couple of years, I've always been clamoring for the change in the AFCON calendar.
True.
To the summer.
Yes,
But we all know.
I don't know why the CAF hierarchy are very stubborn on that. But right from, because these players, this club pay these players.
Yeah.
This club buy these players, pay this player large sum of money, and then when maybe during the running, December, January are always the most crucial months in Premier League timetable. So you can't be losing key players during that time.
But
I think that's
let
one
me
of the
cut you short
things
here, right?
that has affected African players.
Okay, let me cut you short here, right? We all know why the AFCON is at this time of the year, because if it's in the summer in Africa,
the weather is hot.
Yeah, not just the weather, but the rains are torrential in the summer in Africa, and we haven't got most stadiums are not covered. So that's the primary reason why it's not in the summer. It's because of the weather in Africa.
And why don't we put this infrastructure in place?
Okay, you're gonna have to speak to CAF about that.
Yeah. So back to the question.
Yeah. So when we're just looking at the scores now, so it's still 1-0 in favor of Arsenal.
First at least. Did you see that?
Yeah, we can't show you that obviously because you need to unplug that.
Let me say something about that question.
No, but Aubrey has to finish his question. Okay.
So, last 2 seasons, I think Liverpool were fighting for the league, and Salah had to leave for AFCON.
Yeah, yes.
It should be last 2 seasons, not last season, because they were not AFCON last season.
Yeah.
And
they were not really fighting.
they were not really. I think they fell off. But I can remember one season, I think in 2010 or 2009, last time Chelsea won the league, that Drogba left for AFCON.
Yeah.
And then he affected Chelsea. But although he still came back and then he won the highest goal scorer that season. But it's not really ideal. It's not really ideal when you're fighting for the league and your key players are leaving. It affects club. Just look at the clubs like Fulham. They have Bassi. Bassi is I think for me, their most important player.
Yeah.
Bassi will be leaving, and it will be
Chukwueze is speaking for.
Yeah. So all these things, all these disruptions.
Yeah.
It's not good. Judging from the club point of view.
All right. So just on that, before I go to Ayo, which teams do you think will be most affected by AFCON absentees?
I think right now it's Fulham.
Yeah,
I think Sunderland.
I would say Fulham.
Okay.
Because the bulk
Ayo
of
thinks it's
the bulk of
Sunderland.
Sunderland's strength relies on. There's a guy in that middle.
Sadiki.
Sadiki. He
Right.
played against that guy is good. He's the one. Is the ball carrier in Sunderland.
Traore is
There's
out.
Traore. Then there's a centre back. I can't remember.
Renildo is out.
Renildo to the left back. So
which is very important for them.
it's even reflected in their game today.
Okay, I can't
if
say
those guys were present in today's game,
Yeah.
I know they will get like 3 points from
So
Brighton.
I can't say I know all these players because I hardly watch any of these games. But okay. So you think that the most affected team will be Sunderland?
For
him, but
Okay.
for me, it's Fulham. Why I'm saying it's Fulham is people underrate. I've been watching Fulham games this season, and almost all their games, I feel like Bassi
Yeah, I know
was,
Calvin Bassey. Yeah.
Bassi was the difference, and it's very important. I think their last game they won.
Yeah.
Which
For
he
something.
scored. He scored. Did
Did you see that run he made?
Iwobi is underrated in the Fulham team.
Iwobi.
It's actually very important.
So what does give have a right
the
smile?
You
the
said
way the
Bassey.
coach wants to play.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But the person I think is the most important in that team is Iwobi. He carries the ball, he takes the play. But for their centre back, I think Bassi.
Okay. So you think Sunderland and you think Fulham and Gabriel?
Even Everton. Everton
Fulham.
would be affected.
Well,
They've lost Iliman Ndiaye. They lost
Even Man United.
Yeah.
Man United will yes because
Bremo is gone.
because in Bremo
Yeah.
The whole right
Masraoui.
No, start from the defense. Alpha at the back line. That's Masraoui.
Okay,
Alpha.
right.
I even forgot.
Masraoui.
I even forgot.
The
Man
entire
United.
right arm
Yeah.
of Manchester United.
Exactly. So I think that Man United are going to be very
And I think it
very
will
much-
force the hand of
Yes.
Amorim
Right.
to change his formation.
I think that comes to my next date.
Yeah,
To my
still
next
more-
question. We will hang on. So let's talk about Amorim at a later time. But so my next question now would be yes. Obviously, I'm a Man United fan, and I get very
Emotional.
emotional about Man United. All right. So I was going to ask you, right? So with the AFCON, right?
boy.
Which teams which players do you think? Hang on. Yeah. So what's going on there? Okay, you're live streaming on.
Yeah, and people are.
Fantastic. Right, good. And by the way, you're watching this on YouTube, where WNFC TV, share, and subscribe, and do all of that,
Nice.
please. Thank you. Now, I was going to ask you, right, which players do you think? Hang on, guys. So, which players do you think are genuinely irreplaceable if they have to leave for AFCON? And Gabriel, let's start with you.
The first player I would think would be Mbeumo.
Yes, I agree.
That's the one very important player because no other person plays that wing. That's double 10 better than him. And now you have Ahmad also gone.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to say. If
Yeah.
Mbeumo is not there, Ahmad can even step into that shoe.
Yeah,
Though he
Ahmad
won't
will
give
be
you
there.
100%, can give you maybe 70%. But Ahmad also is leaving. You're right. But for me, I think Sadiki or Geye. Idrissa Geye.
Yeah, so that's Everton, yeah?
Everton.
All right.
The only person that can give Everton what he does is Mose Caicedo.
Okay.
But there was a time that we would have said Salah.
By the way, I'm going to come to Salah at some point, but Aubrey, which player do you think is irreplaceable if they have to go to AFCON?
Oh, the mighty fall.
Well, I'm going to judge according to the team form and also the players. I mean, the player involved and the role they play in the team. So I think like I mentioned earlier, Calvin Bassey. Fulham don't really have that depth in defense, like in central back. So them losing their best defender, it would be very hard for the club. So
Yeah. So do you think that clubs plan properly for AFCON, or they just accept their fate and just try to wing
I
it?
think as a club side, as a Premier League club side, it's not just any average organization. As a Premier League club, they have all these things in place, but there's no amount of planning that you're going to plan
For real.
that will, because football is not really something that
not
you can
predictable.
predict.
Okay.
So things can change and players can get injured at any time.
Yeah.
So regardless of all the planning and the things that you put in place, it's not still enough.
I remember that in Chelsea, there used to be a time that Chelsea used to lose up to 5 players for AFCON.
Yeah, when they had
Carlo,
Mikel,
Drogba,
yeah, Essien.
So
Yeah.
But there's something that
Malouda.
we are also not paying attention.
No, sorry.
How does this thing also affect African players that are trying to make it pro? You understand?
from Africa.
Yeah, because now clubs would think if I sign this guy now, it becomes
Yeah.
important.
No,
for-
it does affect.
It
It does affect. See, in Premier League, when you are trying to sign a player, there are some factors they look at. Now, if you notice, if an English player that has the same, let's say Aubrey now, I want to sign Aubrey. If Aubrey is an African, it will cost me maybe 20 million. If Aubrey is an English, yes, if Aubrey is an Englishman, Aubrey will cost me like 60, 50 million. Well, you know, being an Englishman or British player, it
British
gives
tax.
you it gives you this policy. I forgot what they call it. Homegrown policy. It asks you homegrown policy because there's a policy that every Premier League team should have homegrown players for about
True.
6 or whatever. So it has to that. So that's why the cost of Aubrey as a player will increase if he's British.
Okay.
Now, if he's African, I will consider that he will go for AFCON at a time. So he can't command the same price he's commanding if he's a British player or European player.
Okay.
So it always affects the price tag of players.
All right. So on that point now, right? So do you think that the AFCON affects the January and transfer window?
Yeah, it will definitely, because clubs will be looking for quick fix
Yes.
somehow.
100%.
People that have the money, you understand, will look for a quick fix, just something to.
But do you know the good side of it? If you have a good AFCON as an African guy that is still playing in Africa, do you know that's the time? If your country does not, qualify for the next round and they are out by December, that's the time they have to pick you by January. Yes.
Yeah, but that one will basically be for like players that are literally looking for the opportunity to come to Europe,
Yeah.
not players that are
Oh,
already
in
in
Europe,
Europe.
oh.
Because you are already playing in, like, you've got the audience in Europe here.
Just need
You get the scouts probably come to see your games and everything. So I would say that's just for like home-based players. You get-
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
for home-based
For
players.
players in Africa.
Okay. So Aubrey, do you think that that AFCON can dent a title run?
Running.
Yeah, or a title
Title.
challenge?
Sure, surely. You can. You can. But if you want to win the title, sometimes it's not things just have to go in your favor.
True. Luck.
Yeah, most times. So like a Premier League title is not something it's a very long season. So it can dent, but that's when you show your true title credentials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the flip side, right, do you think that any team can benefit from AFCON absences?
Like their own players.
So if their rivals lose players and they haven't got any AFCON players, so do you think that they can benefit?
Yes, obviously.
So tell me a team then that you think can benefit.
But as it is in Premier League, the title chasers, none of them is losing anything to AFCON.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's talk about that. So title and contenders will be Man City, Arsenal.
Aston Villa.
They are contenders and they are also pretenders. Chelsea, Aston Villa, they are pretenders.
Chelsea, Aston Villa, pretenders.
Even Arsenal, sef.
Okay.
So Arsenal are pretenders.
Arsenal are pretenders.
Well, yeah.
No.
No, I agree because they always pretend like they'll win it and then
Look, I
they
will still
bottle
say
it.
anything can happen. If it was Liverpool that's close to top 3, I would say it's between Liverpool and Man City.
Okay, so who benefits from AFCON then?
The Africans.
It's
in
Africans.
No. What I mean is that the Premier League teams,
Teams.
right? Which teams can benefit from AFCON? Okay, for example, now Man City, how many AFCON players do they have?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
had only Inuri, but he's not going because he's injured.
Wait, Jeremy Doku. Where's Doku from?
What's his country?
Where's Jeremy Doku from?
Inuri
He's
is
in
Morocco.
Belgium.
Okay.
No, but I think it's there.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He's not in the squad today because.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, he's been injured now. That's what I'm saying.
Wait. So how many players in City are going for AFCON? How many?
Edniri was supposed to go, but he
Yeah,
didn't
that's
because he's injured.
So that sounds like they're going to benefit from AFCON then.
Yeah, Chelsea, none.
Okay, what about Arsenal?
Arsenal, none.
So it sounds like it's middle teams down to the
Yeah,
bottom of that
because
wheel.
they are the ones that don't have money to buy.
So the teams
Shots fired.
the teams that will benefit are the teams contending with teams like Brighton, West Ham.
Okay.
You understand? They are battling for 11th, 15th position or battling relegation because they like for West Ham now the left back Diouf has gone to AFCON.
Yeah.
The right back the Roman Bissaka
Wan-Bissaka has gone.
AFCON. So
Magasa. I think Magasa go. I think Magasa went as well.
Okay.
They are central midfielder.
They've got Mamouche and Adori are in AFCON.
Mamouche. Oh yeah, Mamouche.
Mamouche, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's a bench.
But they were not playing.
He's in bench
games,
now, so that's why you can't really feel the impact.
Okay, so I understand that all of you guys here, Bam, me, are Chelsea supporters.
I'm a Coventry fan.
Okay, so can you?
I'm a Birmingham City fan.
Okay, why you guys not? So why you guys denying your team?
No, I've always been a Coventry fan.
Blues.
Okay, so tell me any player in any of the top 10 teams, right, who can benefit from AFCON absences. Now, what I mean is that young players or fringe players who are
That's the thing.
on the bench and are looking for game time. So, an AFCON hits and the big boys go. So, it's the opportunity to now step in.
I
right?
don't
So,
know
I'm
if I
looking
should
for
say O'Reilly of the left back in Manchester City now, because
Yeah, boy,
if
he
I
really
know he's
plays.
back, yeah,
Henry won't play.
he won't play.
Henry
That's
won't
it.
play.
So
O'Reilly is solid defense.
solid defense. It's like clever. In fact, he has been playing for England too.
Just like now, as you're mentioning that name, O'Reilly, if Pep Guardiola use Nunes and O'Reilly to win the league title,
Man,
It's
Then-
a big shame on.
then
But I think Arsenal,
I think
they
I
said they have the best right back in Premier League.
then Arteta shouldn't be chatting anything
With
because
the men of Timber, he has.
we can't, like Pep can't use Nunes,
a central
who is a midfielder,
And
like
O'Reilly,
O'Reilly,
who is
is
the
the
kid.
who is a midfielder
Yeah,
too,
yes.
that he just converted to like a makeshift, a makeshift left back.
We have,
If he uses those boys to win the Premier
we have
League,
Timber. We have Saliva.
Men of Timber and Caliber.
We think be that guy name.
Which one?
That guy with the corner bam. Gabriel. We have Gabriel. We have
Yusuf
Calafiori.
Calafiori.
Jerry Coyle.
Arsenal fans they will complain about our two centre backs were injured and this and that.
Bro, the
Injury
problem
is
wasn't
part of the
conceding.
season.
Arsenal's problem was scoring. You
Exactly.
get? And because their goal scorer got injured, which is Gabriel.
He's one that makes the goal and even
Yeah.
provides assists.
So Gabriel is the centre back that runs in and
telling
takes
you, he
in
provides assists.
and not in all the corner kicks.
But most Arsenal fans, they don't want to say that Gabriel is the pillar holding that team.
It's shame now.
And I think the best scorer in Arsenal is Trossard.
Okay, let me go to some quick questions now. Right now, no sitting on the fence, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think wins the league in May next year? Gabriel.
Man City wins the league. I know I said something at the start of this house stuff, and I said that Arsenal have what it takes to win, and that is because I was looking at their squad and the way they play, right? But what I didn't think they would lack is mentality. You get? It's the fight. You get that willingness to go ahead and get it. That's what they lack. And it shows, it's not just, I think it's an institutional something. You understand? It's just like when it's, it's institutional. Because when you see clubs like Tottenham, everybody know that Tottenham,
Spursy.
you get what I mean. Same thing with Arsenal. We all believe that they don't have what it takes to go all the way. They have the team. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Because you won't tell me it's injury. Everyone has had their own injury problems. Liverpool signed a centre back and he didn't even play anything. He got injured. ACL. That's it. Rodri has been out the whole season. You get Chelsea lose Colwill, lose Palmer due to injury. But you don't kill yourself because God, this one is best.
That's why they had they signed
Nkapie.
they signed all those defenders.
It can't be handicap.
Nkapie.
Look, if
Alright.
you go back to the podcast where you asked us, and that was several months ago, I said Man City will win the league. Arsenal can't win the league. It's not as if I hate Arsenal, but it's just destiny. Arsenal is not destined for
greatness. I like that. All right, so tell me your top 4 then in that order one more time.
Well, I'm not done. You asked me who was going to win this.
Yeah, okay, go ahead then.
If you're talking about the championship,
Yeah.
which I am, my team is Coventry, I think. From
I'm not talking about the championship.
Okay,
Come on,
Premier
man. I'm
League.
talking about the Premier League.
So
You don't have to sneak, you don't have to sneak that in there, didn't you?
Manchester City will win. the league.
Yes, I agree too.
If you have Haaland, a guy that will give you at least 30 league goals every season, Come on.
Oh, it's not even Haaland, man. Man City have Shaky, man. That guy is.
Checky.
Okay.
You have,
Damn.
Okay,
That guy is football.
so Man City wins the league for you, right? So give me your top 4 then. Man City then, yeah.
Manchester City, Chelsea will make the top 4.
No.
Oh,
So give me
actually,
1,
order.
2, 3, 4, yeah.
Okay. Manchester City, Arsenal.
As
They
usual.
didn't touch their second.
Second. Almost.
Don't touch.
Almost.
Yeah,
We always have the
Arsenal
almost.
are cheap price.
Don't touch their
What did you say? Oh, you said that again.
Cheap price.
Arsenal has a seat belt for second
For
position.
second place, okay.
So third position is between Chelsea and I think Liverpool will fight
Liverpool
and get into
will
top
fight.
4.
Do you think? Okay.
Yeah,
Because I think
transfer.
now that Isak is injured, Ekitike will be the number 9. And
Okay.
Ekitike is a fantastic player. I've seen him play. The guy is very good. The
I saw him play
reason,
in this thing.
okay, you went to watch
Paris,
it.
man,
I think the reason they are using Isak is because of the money they bought him. So now that he's injured, at least the team will be a bit balanced and there'll be less pressure on the coach. So he can play Ekitike full time.
Okay.
So I think Liverpool should be back. And today they brought out results against Tottenham away in White Hart Lane. So those are the kind of results you need. Because I'm sure if Arsenal is supposed to win the league, if they go to as bad as Tottenham is, if Arsenal goes to White Hart Lane this period, they will lose.
Okay. Aubrey, before you give me your top 4 prediction, do you think that Man United will be back in the Champions League next season?
Nah, I don't.
You don't, yeah?
If you ask me top 4, you know now.
Alright, give me your top 4 then.
4.
My top 4, like if you notice when the season started, we did this
Yeah, we have the same question, yeah.
and I actually said City will win the league.
Imagine.
And but after that, I had a change of mind, and I believe I was wrong.
After the
Because
man said,
Why did I have a change of mind? Was when Rodri got injured, and the players. I feel like Kevin De Bruyne is not there anymore, because in a title-winning team, you have to have a core. They have to be a core.
True.
You get what I mean? These core are players that you know that
Yeah,
Have
they-
to start
they,
again.
these,
Yeah.
like these are the consistent players.
Yeah,
That
they
you
have to
have.
be there, yeah.
And
Consistency.
Rodri, just like we know last season, when Rodri got injured last season, he affected City.
Yeah. But I've got some pizza here, if anyone wants.
Yeah, and
yeah. Let's
and
eat, man.
City's form without Rodri was very bad last season. For whatever reason, Pep couldn't find a way to actually like implement his football
Yeah.
without Rodri, and that costed that City's back run. And then this season, Rodri went back injured. So for me, I kind of like underestimated Pep in a way, because Pep is a very good coach.
then
So,
Gonzalez has been
in a
able to-
way, I feel like, but he's been able to make these players learn
Yeah.
as quick as possible, and they are gelling in. Towards the start of the season, they were kind of like inconsistent and conceding goals. Last 2 matches, they have kept 2 clean sheets, so they are beginning to have a clear identity. And don't ever make a Pep team have a clear identity, because that is very dangerous.
That's when they will go 10 games of it.
Yes.
Alright.
Don't make them gel, and don't make his idea click, because once the idea clicks, and then you know that okay, this is how City plays.
Support it up.
Last season they were kind of like all over the place because he was looking for solutions.
Rebuilding. He was rebuilding. That was the thing.
But now I watched them today against West Ham. They have a certain way that they play now, which is different from their triple season. Right now they don't have a holder like Rodri, but he's trying to make guys like Bernardo Silva like they hold on to the ball, do the short passes. Haaland just stays there, just make the movement. I feel like it's still Arsenal's title to lose, but
Okay.
Arsenal have shown time and time again that
They are not reliable.
they don't know how to they don't know how to deal with pressure. So
Alright, fair enough. Alright, so yeah, before we start to wrap up, right?
Let me drop my-
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Me, I've said it before.
Let me get some pizza as well.
It's clear. I think Pep Guardiola will win this league because with the speculations that we are hearing that he probably will leave the club after this season, the man will definitely want
So
to.
he wants to live on an island.
He wants to leave on the high. He's not going to leave the club without a trophy. You get? And apart from that, Arsenal are the kind of people that cannot handle pressure. You get? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. If you're gonna sit down at the top of the league and win the league, you should be ready for everything. It's all eyes on me. You get me? That's it. You have to be ready for whatever is coming. Sometimes you have to be lucky, sometimes you are unlucky, but what a champion is that no matter what happens in the game, you get something from it. They're trying, but they still don't have that mentality. So I think Man City will come first. Arsenal, normally, they will have
the second place.
They didn't follow them, drag that one. Then I think the only thing Liverpool can do to stay consistent, right, is if they can make a signing, a centre-back signing in this transfer window. I said that thing at the beginning. I said that they are just one centre-back injury away from crashing. Because, no doubt, Konate is good.
Yeah,
you get me, but you need competition. Van Dijk is good, but he's also getting old.
Good.
You get Van Dijk is a good defender.
The one that likes twerking.
He's getting old. So you need someone still young that is able to run and learn. You get me? Plus the fact that Salah is not tracking back to help defend. And you need someone who is smart enough to help that side. You get? So if they can make one or two signings in this transfer window, I think they can come back to top four.
No, okay, now, hold that thought, right? While we are on Liverpool, now, do you think that Mo Salah has played his last game for Liverpool?
For me, I can't judge that yet. You get? What I'm going to say is, let's wait till the end of the season. If Arne Slot, right, can pull a good result at the end of the season, then I'll say Salah is definitely going. I think the club don't just want to get things mixed up. Plus, being that he's going to AFCON, they just want to not allow that energy stay for long. That's why they brought him in.
I think after AFCON, he doesn't come back to Liverpool.
He will.
For me, I think the mistake Liverpool made was last season. They were not supposed to renew the contracts of Van Dijk and Salah.
Why?
But because of fan pressure. Look, Liverpool is trying to move away from Salah. Salah has been great. Salah is Liverpool. Salah everything. But their plan now is to move away from Salah. And that's why you noticed last season that the contract talks was stalling. They didn't want to give him the contract. They wanted him to leave. So, and Van Dijk, but because of fan pressure, he's a legend, all this, that's why they gave him.
You don't move away
like that
from a player like Salah. You plan for the future.
You sign an
The Chelsea plan for Hazard.
Yes.
You sign
an understudy.
The Chelsea signed
We did.
for Hazard. No? You
And
had a ban,
Hazard's own was difficult because we had a ban.
but he still left.
You get? Yeah, because it's his dream.
And Chelsea qualified for top 4.
But you need to understand, Hazard's own wasn't the contract.
No, it was not.
Hazard wanted to leave the club because he had that dream, right? But Salah's own was that he was trying to get the contract he wants.
Yeah,
he
but
didn't
the
really
club-
want to leave Liverpool.
He didn't want to leave, but the club hierarchy wanted him to leave.
Yeah,
because they've seen that Salah is gone beyond his
No.
ages.
Look, Salah finished that season on a high. You get? Salah finished the season.
That last season.
This last season.
Yeah, but before the end of last season,
He
they
was-
didn't want to give him the contract. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
because they want to move on. No, you are talking from sentiment because maybe you like Salah.
No,
I'm talking from
this
the
has
aspect
nothing
of
to-
football business.
this has nothing to do
Salah
with
has
sentiment.
been unfairly criticized by the press.
Yes, he has.
Why I'm saying that is he has delivered for Liverpool.
Yeah.
He has been consistent
Since
over the
he
past some
came-
years.
In fact, it's Liverpool.
Since he came
He has been consistent. Yes, I wouldn't support a player coming out publicly.
to say such thing.
I actually frown against, coming out publicly to criticize your club.
Okay.
There are good channels in which you can do that, but no one is an island. I frown against I feel like what Carragher did was a personal attack.
Yeah, it was. And it's not the first
Carragher launched a personal attack against Salah, which is unacceptable.
See, you know what I think? Like I said, the club is trying. You can't force a club. See, it's their philosophy. It's just like telling Chelsea to sign a very, very good player, but the player is maybe 29 or 30. But Chelsea already have a clear philosophy now. They don't want to sign old players. They want to sign young players.
Yeah.
No matter what you bring, they just want young players. That's the same thing for Liverpool. Liverpool wants to move
away from
away
Salah.
They
from
want
Salah.
to move away.
And that is why they don't want to offer him that
Now,
many chances.
these young players that they have signed, have they delivered? No. So what Salah? I think what really got to Salah, from the outside, I feel like Salah is a very sensitive person,
Exactly.
and he likes to express himself. Now, when Liverpool had deep in form, everyone was saying, yes, Salah wasn't performing. It's normal. He wasn't performing. But what everyone was talking about Salah, you signed DC Florian Wirtz from this thing, or than a Vitz or a Vets or whatever. You signed him for 100 million plus. And he's just all over the place.
Okay, let me
yes,
up with this.
you
Let me
need
jump
to
in here.
settle in. I understand. There are some players that, for me, Florian is a very good player. He's actually a very good player, but like he needs time to come in and settle into the league.
Okay, Obi, let me ask you this, right? So, do you think that players like Mo Salah have earned the right to speak up, or the right to moan, or do what he did? I mean, like given what he has done for the club, what do you think that no player is bigger than the club?
No player is bigger than the club, yes. If I was Mo Salah, considering his status at the club, I wouldn't come out publicly, but I would speak with the manager.
So remember when Ronaldo was in Man United like 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And this, and something similar happened to him. He went to do an interview with
But
Piers
he left
Morgan.
already.
No, he hadn't left when he did that interview.
Yeah, that's why he left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Same thing with Lukaku.
Yeah, so exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That Mo Salah has played his
Let's
last
call
game
it spade.
for Liverpool.
Let's call it spade.
And that's what I'm saying. That
what Salah did is wrong.
What Salah did is wrong.
He's
He would have
he's
been
the employer.
a better.
He's an employee
Yes.
of Liverpool.
If it was, but you are not Salah. And like I said, no matter how this guy Jones said he has apologized to the team. Like no one is above that moment of weakness.
I still think he's played his last game.
So if he has played
He
his,
has.
even though Salah's played his last game at Liverpool, he's living with his he has delivered. He has won everything.
I think one of the
Yes,
problems
one
is
everything.
the coach didn't handle this matter well. He benched him 4 games.
What he did,
consecutive.
then he
Not
benched him
four.
and did not
It was
communicate.
3.
Yes.
So
So
it's,
that's exactly what happened to
I
Ronaldo.
think for me,
with
Salah
Ten
has
Hag.
earned the right for if you're benching Salah,
to be
you
spoken
have to
to.
speak
Yes,
to him,
yes.
man to man.
Yes.
Okay.
This is what is happening.
Okay, yeah,
you don't
that's a good
just
shout, yeah.
Bench
Yeah.
him and not explain.
So in that case, he's right to react the way he did. Yeah.
no, it's not right
Because he wasn't
No,
spoken to.
see,
how
he's
how
right
would
to
speak
feel
with the
that
manager?
way.
He's
Yeah.
right to feel that way,
but
he's not right to come out
respond
publicly.
in that manner. You know why? For certain things, one is that you are a leader.
You're
in
under
the
contract.
team, right? First of all, you are
Yeah.
a legend in the team, right? You're not a kid anymore. You're not a child
Yeah.
that every little thing you want to run to media and do this.
So-
And if you see the way that interview was, it was premeditated. It was arranged.
So do you think that Salah is an entitled prat?
He is. This is not. It's not the first time. You get me? And I understand that when you are a big name, right, you need to have some level of ego. But also, do not forget that you are under a contract.
Now,
understand?
what you said there, right? I like that because I mean, a big name with some ego. Sometimes it's the ego that that makes you that great player that you are.
Yes, you believe in yourself.
Yes,
that you
100%.
You are the guy. Let me be that guy.
Just like
You
I
understand?
do for the FC.
Come on, man. We're not doing this again. Can I help?
Go.
You get what I mean? You shouldn't react in that manner. And if you see the way it was arranged. It's as if he's the one that his agents went and said, "Yo, guys, this is what you do." As soon as the game finished,
Yeah, fair,
meet
yeah.
him there and ask him those questions. And what he said was, the club threw him under the bus. That is a lie. He threw the club under the bus at that moment.
Okay.
You get, because they benched him for just 7 days. Is it 7 days? It'll be 11 days. And he's saying, why
How
should
many
he be on?
games?
It was 3 games. Why will you be in it? So,
Okay.
wait first. Kiesa has been on the bench.
Yeah, what about Oracle?
You can't compare.
No, understand what I'm saying. Because it sounds like there's someone who deserves to be on the bench.
Well, Oracle in
Yeah,
our
there's
team
people that
does.
deserve to be on the bench. There are players that deserve to be on the bench.
Oracle, if you're watching this, you deserve to be on the bench.
So, get me. Salah, you have created this level, right? And season starts. You are playing football, missing chances like a primary school boy. Because I see the chances he misses. And another thing, check the goals they've scored Liverpool. It's all coming from that side because Salah doesn't track back.
And the right back
You
you
get-
bought initially
but-
is a winger.
But now the thing is
A
that
wing back.
the
Yeah.
coach, right, has the right to try and find a solution. He's struggling. He's looking for everything that he can do to work. Now, the bench Salah, and in those games, the bench Salah, they still scored. Do you get me?
Yeah.
They still scored.
And they still consider.
I know.
Because if the coach wants to
But he has to try
have an
something
argument
else.
to say, oh, I was trying to secure the defense, they still consider.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but he has to try something.
Yeah.
And he has tried, but where he made a mistake was not calling Salah to the office to say, "Yo, chief, I know you are a big man in this team. We respect you for that.
That just cuts it to be
please,
fair, though.
we just have to make this adjustment to
Yeah.
try and find solution to these things." You get me?
Yeah.
You're definitely going to play. That is the thing.
Yeah. And Salah deserves that kind
He
of
deserves
conversation.
because
Yeah.
he has gotten to that
That's
point.
why I said
Yeah.
the problem.
Just
the
like taking
mistake
captain
is
and back
Yeah,
from
yeah,
someone.
yeah.
Liverpool wanted to move on, but the way they handled it,
It be like
the
say
way the coach
you
handled
never
it.
move on.
No.
He just
So do you think Liverpool threw Salah under the bus then?
No, I think Salah made a big mistake with that interview. I think Salah, nobody is bigger than the club. But at the same time, Liverpool didn't handle the situation well. The mistakes I had from last season, like I said, giving that contract. Him and Van Dijk, I'm not even talking about Van Dijk, which is one of the main things.
That wasn't a mistake. Salah
It was
deserved the contract.
he deserved.
That is
Because
Okay.
the next season they won the league.
Now, Salah single-handedly won
Won that
Liverpool.
league.
The league last season.
Highest goal for the team, highest assist for the team.
Yeah.
Post. You can hear what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah.
And that's why I said that's the mistake. Because Salah has done this, he deserves it. But they want to move on. That's why
they
they
made
signed
a
a
mistake.
new
You know
ball
why?
carrier. They
You know why
replaced
they
the
made
right
the
back,
mistake?
Frimpong.
You know why they made the mistake? The mistake was them not signing another person
To understand Salah.
to understudy Salah.
Do you know who should have replaced
Should I
Salah
tell you the
easily?
second mistake they made, right? Was selling Diaz
Yes.
without buying a replacement.
Yeah, they
And
felt Gakpo
the
could do that
the
shit.
third mistake they made was still signing Isak.
When they
Still,
have to-
yes, when they could have used all their strength
Let-
to
okay.
follow Gay.
Let me give you the excuses.
Yes.
If I'm a Liverpool official, let me give you my excuses. Number one, they want to move away from Salah. That's why they signed a ball carrier.
He said if he's a
In
Liverpool
Florian Wirtz. Arnold left, so they signed Frimpong. And the mistake they made is Arnold is the one that gives assist to Salah. There's this connection between Arnold and Salah, and that's one of the reasons why we are seeing the failure in that Salah now. There's a way Arnold plays. He doesn't play like a right back. He even moves into the middle at times and gives Salah that long pass. But nobody can do it again. Look at the guy they signed, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz cannot make a long pass at all. He makes only very short passes. And now they want to replace Salah, the goal scoring machine. They brought in Isak for that. Well, we all know what has happened to
Okay.
Isak.
All right. I think we can carry on with this conversation at the next episode. I'll talk about the AFCON as well. But before we wrap up, I'd like to talk about your shirts. Gabriel, I absolutely love your jersey. Can you tell us the history of this jersey?
Man, I don't even know. I just bought this jersey.
You don't? Okay.
I'm not Nigerian.
That's really Yakini now.
Come on. You can't be serious, man.
I ain't Nigerian.
So who remembers Tunisia 94?
Bro,
And were you born then?
The goal wasn't Tunisia.
No, that Atlanta 96.
Yeah, it was
No,
Atlanta
that-
96.
But we wore the same shirt in Tunisia, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
I'm
we wore
looking
this
at
shirt
the
in
rest.
Tunisia 94 and Atlanta 96. If you don't know, it's the Nations Cup in 94
So if you
and
know,
the
it means-
Olympics in
It means
90.
you're an old man. You should have grey.
Yeah, Gabriel, you weren't born then.
Bro, what's bring this one down?
Okay.
Because
Ayo, your shirt is from what era?
I don't know. I'm just feeling fly, man. That's what's raining in Nigeria, so. I mean, it's just fashion for me.
I ain't Nigerian, in it.
And then my shout out goes to Victor Osimhen. You had like the only Frederick is not in the team, so I would have said, oh, Victor Osimhen and Frederick. Victor Osimhen, shout out to you. You're doing the nation proud. I'm just here to watch you, and I want you to score AFCON goals because most critics say Osimhen scores a lot of goals qualifiers, but when it gets to the main competition, it doesn't score. So shout out to you, Osimhen. Like Galatasaray fans say.
Fantastic. Is anyone not going to ask me about my hat?
No, we don't care.
What's I see. Look at him.
That's NFA. Nigeria does not use NFA. It's NFF now.
Okay.
So,
What that stuff?
Yeah, fair point. Right, so, all right. I think it's been a lovely conversation. I think we should wrap up now because we've been here for about 50 minutes now. The next episode, I think we should talk about the AFCON because the AFCON starts tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Right.
By then we would have played our first game, I think.
is that about the AFCON? I expect us to predict winners, talk about.
Yeah, can we do that in the next episode then, so the viewers can can stay.
It's starting before now. Yes.
All right. So so who do you think wins the AFCON? By the way, so the champions from the last edition are Ivory Coast, and the beat us at the finals, right?
2-1.
Right. So there's some vendetta there. So do you think Nigeria can win it?
No.
Damn, they said no.
I believe Nigeria can win it.
We've got bigger problems.
Yes, Nigeria have issues. Cameroon have their issues.
Yeah, the glass house.
Let me tell you what's happening with Cameroon. Samuel Eto'o sacked the manager.
Yeah.
But the manager refused to leave. Samuel Eto'o said Onana is in his team. The manager said Onana is not in his team. Africans have their issues. See, everybody, they all have their issues. Cosmonos is coming, Benin Republic is coming.
So what's Morocco's issue?
So those are typical African issues.
What's Senegal
Hakimi
issue?
is not playing.
So Hakimi, what? Do you know how many players?
Why is he not
Hakimi is
playing?
the best player in
Do
Africa.
you know who is Sabiri?
Look,
Why is Hakimi not playing?
he's injured.
Okay, Mazraoui.
African Footballer of the Year is in a team
It
and he's not
doesn't
playing.
change
It's a big
Bro,
loss.
Morocco is they have players.
Yeah, Mazraoui is playing.
It won't matter when they are playing
Senegal, what's
Cosmonos.
Senegal's problem?
Senegal issue is we don't know what's happening to Mane right now.
What's Ghana problem, Kwesia?
Ghana is not in the competition.
Okay, who do you think wins the AFCON? Very quickly.
For me,
Yeah.
Nigeria now.
You think Nigeria is going to come in
Yes.
the AFCON?
As long as there's Osimhen. See, Nigeria does not play anything.
One player
But
can
Osimhen
carry the whole
won't
team.
do that.
Obi cannot carry WNFC.
Nah, Moses Simon, you want to
No. I have some things to say.
Yes.
If Nigeria, NFA or the NFF or whoever is in charge of Nigeria football, are you failing? Look, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Okay, so what are you
Now,
saying?
are you planning to go to Nations Cup to fail? Why are you still carrying Simon in the team? Simon cannot beat a player one-on-one. Gabriel here is better than Simon in passes.
I'm
Look, the
Gabriel.
last time, I'm serious.
Gabriel.
The last, even penalties, he can't score penalties. So what's he going to do there?
Well, maybe
Yeah.
he's got friends in high
Simon,
places.
the only
Let me
good thing,
tell you, Nigeria take too long to move on from players.
that's what
I don't know if
Thank
there
you.
is any
business going on
on the ground business. Like
Well, they have to be.
once they call
allegedly.
before you go.
because I can't imagine players like I think he just of recent they stopped calling Kelechi Iheanacho.
And Musa. Man, bro, at this point, Musa don't reach 47 years.
No,
Wait, Ahmed Musa.
What is he still going there for?
There's this guy, I was
them.
Wait, is Musa going for Nations Cup?
No, it's not going.
I saw him in the last game.
Do you know?
I'm like,
Amazia.
He doesn't score now.
Always.
why is this guy still
Always been in the team.
doesn't
And
play.
he doesn't play. And
Wait,
he's
who is
still
that? Who is that?
Amazia now. He used to play right back or center
So
back.
no doubt he's got people in high places
No,
who
it
have
doesn't
said,
matter.
put this guy to
No,
the
Nigeria is going allegedly.
What manager? I'm not afraid to say that. I'm in my house, come and beat me.
it's really annoying because like national team they pick players on form. But Nigeria, once they call you,
It's for life.
it's actually to retire. Because even that time, I think Didi right now, Didi's not on form. He will still play.
Ndidi is not even supposed to be starting.
Ndidi is not.
There's a guy in Crystal Palace.
Now,
who's
let me
so
tell you something,
annoying.
right?
Uche.
I don't understand.
Now, let me tell you something, right? In the past, right, we had players from Nigeria that were in the top teams, in the top leagues.
Yeah.
Like when we had a JJ, well, no, not JJ, but we had Kanu, we had all the top guys.
Yeah,
Now, name a Nigerian player in any top 4 team in Europe.
Osimhen would have been, but
Yeah.
So don't think that's
You
the
said
problem.
Europe. Turkey is
I mean, so people that are playing in Nigeria now, like Calvin Bassey,
Should I
Ndidi,
tell you?
yeah, they're mid-table teams. Exactly. So how do we think that we
Should
can
I
win the
tell you
AFCON?
where the problem is?
Where's the problem?
It's from what you are wearing on top of your head.
Yeah, the
NFF.
glass house.
They gave them millions of
They are the
dollars. There's a
problem.
guy, CB Mobike, came out
Yeah, I know, yeah,
to
the
unravel
Kochi.
a lot of issues. The same money given to Nigeria was the same money given to Morocco. Look at what's happening in Morocco now. They have the best men team in Africa, best under 23 team in Africa, best female team, everything. This thing is you invest.
You know what?
It's the money that they're using to do.
You know what?
Life in Wari is
You
always
know what?
sponsored.
I think we should do a full episode on this.
It's a big.
Okay, because
it's
because if we start that now, then
You no go finish.
Exactly. So let's just wrap it up now. Okay.
Yeah, I think Morocco is going to win. I know they've
I
been,
predict Senegal. Senegal
I
wins.
think Morocco will win this time around.
And I predict Victor Osimhen as a scorer.
All right, and that's a wrap. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, share,
Subscribe,
and subscribe. Okay. Next episode we should comment as well. The next episode I think we should dive into the AFCON. All right. Any final words?
Yeah, guys, follow me on TikTok at
Yeah.
Inner Shift. I share my football opinions, predictions.
Yeah, I'll put that on screen.
Yeah.
No problem. And
On
Gabriel,
TikTok, guys.
any final thoughts?
Collaborate.
No.
I'm just waiting for the season to end because there's this particular food I'm trying to cook now. It's called bottling.
All right. That's a wrap. Thank you everybody.
It's a book. How to bottle the league.
Ayo,
Final words.
final words.
My final words. I would like to say a big thank you to Frank Lampard for putting Coventry right where they are.
Bye bye.